Three bites of the apple on protective orders here in Texas. Now, remember, a protective order is an order signed by a judge, and you're asking that judge to say, hey, I don't want that person to have any kind of contact with me whatsoever. Now, let's talk about it in the context of family violence. There's an allegation of family violence, and you call the police and say, hey, I want that person arrested. And they look at it and say, there's not enough probable cause, we're not going to arrest that person. That's your first bite of the apple, and they say no. Second is, hey, officer, if you're not going to arrest him, give me an emergency protective order. It's a temporary, short-term one. And that officer can say yes, or they can say no, we're not going to do that. That's your second bite of the apple. Now, third bite is maybe that day, next day, later, a few weeks later, month later, you go to a district court and you apply for a full protective order. It could be 2 years long. And you can say, I'm basing this just on the family violence. You can have a hearing, and that judge can say, oh, I see that the cops came out and they said no probable cause. I see that you tried to get an emergency protective order and they said no to that too. But now here we are a month later, full protective order hearing. I don't care what they said, I'm going to go ahead and grant you one. Okay? This can happen. Purpose of this is not to say whether or not somebody deserves a protective order. The purpose of this is to show you the Texas law and how it works and how someone can have three bites of that apple.